Have you ever been next to the person you love and still felt alone? Not because the love is gone, but because the closeness doesn't feel the same anymore. You still care. You still share memories, conversations, and a life. But the intimacy, the spark, the desire feels distant. And you wonder quietly, is something wrong with us? Today, we're talking about why sex dies in relationships. Not with shame, not with blame, but with honesty, healing, and real love. Welcome to Real Love, Real Life. First, let me say this clearly. If intimacy has faded in your relationship, it does not mean you failed. It does not mean your partner failed. And it does not automatically mean the relationship is over. This happens in real relationships. Long-term relationships. Marriages. Relationships where people genuinely love each other. The silence around this topic is what causes the most damage. Here's the truth no one prepares us for. Sex doesn't disappear on its own. Connection fades first. Intimacy is a mirror of emotional closeness. When people stop feeling emotionally safe, appreciated, desired, understood, the body responds to what the heart is experiencing. I've been in a relationship where everything looked fine on the outside. We laughed, we showed up, we did life together. But behind closed doors, something felt missing. There were no big fights, no dramatic endings, just emotional distance slowly growing. And I remember asking myself, how did we get here? The answer wasn't a lack of love. It was a lack of intentional connection. Let's talk honestly about why intimacy fades. 1. Emotional disconnection. When communication becomes shallow, when feelings are brushed aside, desire quietly pulls away. 2. Unspoken resentment. Little hurts add up. Needs go unmet. Apologies never come. Resentment creates emotional walls. 3. Life pressure, work stress, bills, family responsibilities, mental exhaustion. People don't stop loving, they become overwhelmed. 4. Routine replaces romance. Love becomes automatic. Affection becomes rare. Effort becomes optional. And intimacy needs intention to survive. Real intimacy isn't just physical. It's feeling chosen, feeling wanted, feeling emotionally connected, feeling safe enough to be vulnerable. Romance doesn't disappear because love is gone. It disappears when love stops being nurtured. But here's the powerful part. This doesn't have to be the end. Sometimes this phase is a wake-up call, not a goodbye. A call to communicate honestly, reconnect emotionally, slow down love with intention again. Some relationships don't need to end. They need to evolve. For me, everything changed when I realized something. I was loving from a place of survival, not healing. I kept repeating unhealthy patterns because I hadn't learned how to choose myself. That journey of healing, growth, and self-respect is what inspired my mini-course, How I Escaped the Cycle of Toxic Love, My Journey to Healing and Freedom. It's my real story, my lessons, my healing. You'll find the link in the description. And if you're struggling right now, if you're confused, emotionally drained, or unsure what to do next, I offer one-on-one communication sessions. You can message me through Instagram, share your situation, and I'll respond with personal advice and guidance through a voice message. All links are in the description. You don't have to carry this alone. This channel is about connection, not just content. I give subscriber shout-outs to those who like, comment, share, stay active, and watch all the way through. And my yearly loyal subscribers will receive a big shout-out and free access to my course. So stay connected. You matter here. If this message touched you in any way, like the video, comment your thoughts or experiences, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Your engagement helps this message reach someone who truly needs it. Real love isn't about perfection. It's about effort. It's about growth. It's about emotional connection. Intimacy doesn't fade because love isn't real. It fades when love isn't nurtured. This is real love, real life, where we talk about the truth, heal out loud, and choose better love. Until next time, choose peace, choose growth, and always choose you. People saw Naomi and Jason as stable. Not flashy, not dramatic, just solid. They had been together for years, built routines, built trust, built a life that looked safe from the outside. But what no one saw was the quiet shift that began to happen when love stopped being expressed and started being assumed. Naomi remembered a time when Jason couldn't wait to touch her, when conversations flowed effortlessly, when laughter filled the room without effort. Back then, love felt alive. Now love felt polite. Jason wasn't cruel, he wasn't cheating, he wasn't abusive, he was just distant, always tired, always distracted, always saying, later, and later rarely came. Naomi tried to understand. She told herself relationships mature, that passion fades, that wanting more closeness was childish. So she adjusted. She lowered her expectations. She learned how to love quietly. Jason loved Naomi, but he didn't know how to show it anymore. Stress followed him everywhere. Work demands, financial pressure, unspoken insecurities. Instead of opening up, he shut down. They still slept in the same bed, but intimacy became rare. Touch felt awkward. Conversations became surface level. And slowly, desire faded. Not because attraction disappeared, but because connection weakened. Naomi felt lonely in a way she had never felt before. Being alone would have hurt less than feeling emotionally abandoned by someone who promised to be present. She began questioning herself. Was she asking for too much? Was she not enough? Was this just what love looks like after time? Jason sensed her pulling away, but instead of leaning in, he retreated further. He didn't want conflict. He didn't want to face emotions he didn't understand. So silence became his shield, and silence became their problem. One evening, after another quiet dinner and another night of scrolling phones instead of holding hands, Naomi finally spoke, not angrily, not accusingly. She said, "I feel like I'm losing myself trying not to lose you." Jason froze. That sentence forced him to confront what avoidance had been hiding. For the first time, he admitted something out loud, something he hadn't even admitted to himself. "I don't know how to love you the way you need anymore." That moment didn't break them. It revealed the truth. Love was still there, but effort had been missing. Emotional safety had faded, and intimacy had suffered because of it. They realized something powerful that night. Sex didn't die because love died. It died because communication stopped. Feelings went unspoken, and needs were ignored. The moral love does not survive on history alone. Time together doesn't guarantee connection. Commitment without emotional presence leads to distance. And intimacy cannot thrive where honesty is missing. When people stop feeling seen, heard, and emotionally safe, their hearts close and their bodies follow. Silence is not peace. Avoidance is not protection. And staying quiet to keep someone often costs you yourself. My people, if this story touched something deep inside you, listen closely. If you're in a relationship where you feel lonely even though you're not alone, you're always the one adjusting, understanding, waiting. You crave emotional closeness but feel guilty for wanting it. That is your heart asking to be heard. You are not difficult. You are not needy. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for connection, and connection is a basic human need. Sometimes love needs healing. Sometimes love needs honest conversations, and sometimes love needs courage. The courage to choose yourself when staying silent is costing you your peace. Do not confuse comfort with love. Do not confuse loyalty with self-abandonment. And do not stay where your heart feels unseen. This is real love, real life, where we talk about love without filters, relationships without lies, and healing without shame. If this story resonated with you, you're not alone, and you don't have to navigate love in silence. Like this video if it spoke to you. Comment, I read every message. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Remember, love should feel safe, love should feel alive, and love should never require you to disappear. Until next time, protect your heart, speak your truth, and always choose you.